Social media has become an integral part of our lives. Platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube have given people the ability to connect and communicate with anyone from around the world. With the advent of powerful smartphones, an individual no longer needs to talk to people, no longer needs to drive to work, and if they wanted to, not even leave their homes at all. But with this powerful technology, does social media connect or isolate ourselves from one another? My dad used to use modems, beepers, payphones to connect with other people. But now we have smartphones that can connect to the internet at lightning speed and have the ability to not only make phone calls, but can connect us for dating, teaching us how to cook, and can even make multi-million-dollar deals. These devices contain platforms such as Instagram, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Netflix, YouTube, the list goes on and on. These were all designed to connect people for informational purposes, for entertainment, and for work. So, from a global perspective, for that individual who lives in Boise, Idaho, who wants to share a K-pop song to someone who lives in Paris, France, or for that teenager who lives in Jakarta, Indonesia, who wants to share a recipe to someone all the way across the globe, social media is an astonishing feat of technology. Truly amazing. But with great power comes great responsibility. There is no doubt that social media connects us, but if not used responsibly and if not kept in check, social media does have the ability to isolate ourselves from one another. On October 29, 1969, the World Wide Web is born. The first message to be sent simply said, log in. 54 years later, the World Wide Web will be now named the Internet. It was an awe-inspiring phenomenon whose imaginations of unlimited possibilities has now become an integral part of our lives. Want to learn how to change the oil in your car or cook the best tri-tip steak? Check out the dozens of channels on YouTube for step-by-step tutorials. Want to relax and watch some funny memes from all around the world? Go to TikTok and take a break from your world and see what people are doing from all around the globe. Want to find a long-lost friend you haven't seen in 20 years? Go to Facebook and you'll surely find that person. Want to know what your friends are up to? Go to Instagram and press like on your friend's post or simply send them a DM, a direct message. I want to talk to my grandma who lives in Taipei, Taiwan? No problem. I'll use the social media platform, WhatsApp, to give her a call from Oceanside all the way to Taiwan in less than 5 seconds. And unlike making international calls in the past would cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, all my calls are free. Social media additionally helps people create business partnerships, can make people make deals through e-commerce, create contracts, and sell and trade stocks while still remaining in their pajamas. Social media has connected us in amazing ways from anywhere around the world. We are now able to collaborate and share information. We are now a globally connected community, all thanks to social media. But with this powerful technology at the palm of our hands, what are the potential consequences social media might have on an individual's life? More specifically, does social media have the ability to isolate ourselves from one another? The answer is yes. It is a paradox because as powerful as social media is to connect us, it has that exact same power to isolate us. If a person chooses it, they can have all of life's necessities and never need to leave their homes. DoorDash can deliver food, Instacart can deliver groceries, and Amazon can deliver anything in between. And if we were to take a deeper look, for those with mental health issues are at greater risk for isolating themselves. For example, for an individual who has depression or anxiety, social media has the ability to worsen their symptoms. A Mayo Clinic study in 2015 found that social comparison within teens using social media was actually linked to depressive symptoms. They also discovered that older adolescents who use social media and even are passed away reported declines in their life satisfaction. In some respects, the reality of social media is that it's not reality. The YouTubers, the TikTok stars, and the Instagram celebrities that make their lives look so desirable, for a majority of them, it's just a facade. And what about those who are addicted to their phones? A recent study funded by Microsoft Consumer Insights reported that a social media post does not hold a viewer's attention within 8 seconds, next, swipe. And another report funded by Japan Today reported that there are actually rehabilitation hospitals that specialize in teens who are addicted to their cell phones. It's fair to say that in today's generation of communication is vastly different from that ago. Despite the potential negative effects social media may have, it is my belief that the positive influences far outweigh the negatives. Let's look at dating, for example. Okay, before any of you judge me, I know I'm still in high school and that I don't have a boyfriend, but that's mainly because my dad doesn't allow me to date till I'm 30. Now, of all the different needs humans have, the most basic need is that of social relationships. Social media platforms such as eHarmony, Match.com, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, Zeus, and OkCupid are giving people the opportunity to connect with others who have the same interests, personality traits, and needs and desires when it comes to looking for a partner. Busier, more demanding, and more stressful jobs have given people less energy to be involved in the dating scene. Where once was a taboo to meet the love of your life on an online dating app, a Pew Research study in 2020 found that nearly 30% of Americans actually use these social media dating platforms to not only connect with others, but to potentially find a long-term, lasting, romantic relationship. Moving away from the positive effects of dating, we can see that social media apps have shifted the landscape of how society connects with others in virtually all aspects of their lives. In the 1980s and 90s, terms such as e-commerce, search engines, thumbnails never existed. Now we can see companies such as Amazon or Alibaba play a dominating role in how individuals spend their money. We can see how companies that exist in the cloud make millions and millions of dollars by selling and trading goods, how stocks are traded, how real estate is sold, how election campaigns run, how we vote, how we get mental health services for those who are hurting inside, how we can get medical services for those who are hurting outside, how we can find employment, how we can find the nearest location if we're hungry or food insecure, and how we can garner community activism with a simple click and a thumbnail pic. And these are just a few of the hundreds and hundreds of examples of how social media positively impacts society. Social media is a powerful technology that requires great responsibility. Although I'm a proponent of the continual advances in technology surrounding social media, I do have concerns on the impact it can have on the mental health of an individual. As a current high school student, I have seen how my fellow classmates appear to be addicted to their phones. It's as if their phone is another extension of their body, like an appendage of some sort. When they lose their phone or they can't find it, I often see students basically get into a nervous breakdown as if the world is ending. Parents need to help their children use smartphones more responsibly. For example, using parental control apps, screen time limits on social media platforms, and setting rules and boundaries at home for when not and when to use their phones, such as during dinner time, family time, or study time. Also, phones should be given a curfew for when to sleep and shut down. For adults, similar boundaries can be applied as well. The same negative effects on adolescents happen to adults. Adults should self-monitor their usage of phones and take an honest look at how their dependence on social media and technology affects their relationships at work and with their friends and family. With a smartphone and a downloaded app, social media has given people the ability to connect with one another all around the world. However, if not kept in check, social media does have the ability to isolate ourselves from one another. In the end, social media proves that we, as a global society, have more in common than we have in differences. And that's a connection we all need today.